Now here, now let's talk about what we just did.
The crazy mess that we just did. And all for one goal. That.
The green screen. Although you can't tell us because we have a forest back there, right?
Yes.
I wasn't quite sure.
We should have a forest back there.
So,
Now we should do a forest burning.
well, we all started with Roger's going to show me how to set up this whole thing in case I wanted to record when he wasn't here, which there will be a lot of times that I want to do it. In case everything goes down, it goes wrong, how I could make it work. And I've decided that if it goes down, I'm just not going to record.
Well, part of the problem is that I had actually done some user error. Because turns out the color key is way more fickle and way more difficult to use than the chroma key setting is.
Now, what's the difference between chroma and color?
I have no idea. Because they seem to be doing similar things, but one is way more fickle with the color, and so once I figured that out and used the right one, then it worked a whole lot better.
So we're using the OBS.
We're using the OBS, and then you're using the chroma key setting.
Right. So then OBS, they have all these different layers of stuff you can put in, and the top one is the one that will show on top.
The top,
kind of like any other.
Yeah, it's just the layers. What layers on top? But you're looking top down, and so so the top layers, what you see first, and then the other layers gonna appear where they peek out from under the upper layers.
So we're not really in the forest.
No, we're not really
in the forest.
In fact, if you stick your arms out to the side, you can probably tell that we're not actually there.
Some people less there than others. I didn't say who.
You got a point there. But since it's only two of us then, and it's not me.
I didn't say it was. I'm just saying. So, being in the forest here, you gave me like 13 steps before everything blew up.
Yes.
And then there's like 500 more steps.
Well, the main thing is you gotta put in the video feed, and then you gotta turn on the chroma key filter. Then the rest of that whole mess was just adjusting either the lighting or the camera settings or the chroma key settings until everything hits that one sweet spot where the actual green disappears. I can hold this one.
Give it back now. You don't take a cure to be cute. Give it back.
No, I don't.
So anyway, you know how, I mean, there's so many different starts to how this all got going, but you know, at one point, all three of us, you, me, and Tina, went down to the Melrose Center, and we actually took a video lighting class and passed. And I know we're not doing everything according to how they wanted it done, because you should have lighting like right back of our head too. Yeah,
and that would probably reduce a lot more of the fuzziness around our hair.
We have to hang up some lighting right in the top of the ceiling there, hanging from the branches. So it was funny when we first started, the first time, it was just like a couple days ago setting this up. We were all arguing, but we all had taken the same class. And we all had different viewpoints. And I thought that was really interesting.
Well, yeah, and that's something I've certainly heard of and seen. You can have three different reporters standing right next to each other, seeing the same event at the same time, like I said, standing shoulder to shoulder, and get three wildly different accounts of what happened.
But we certainly did. We should take that class again. And once we fiddle some more with it, so then we can go, well, now we kind of know what we're talking about a little bit more. because that was, you know, it was just like, why did we even take that class?
We took the class because, as well, the deal is once we finish all of their camera classes, then we can use their green screen.
Okay, so now we have our own green screens and we don't have to go use theirs.
Basically,
But
yeah.
so that was our first and only class that we took.
Well, we were going to take more classes, but they offer them at such inconvenient times for us.
Right.
So that was the only one that was...
And we don't ever have a day off together anymore. Yeah, so we'd almost have to take the classes independently. And then you could have a different teacher than me, and he could teach something.
And so we could have even more problems. Yay! But yeah, that was the main... That was why we were taking that class, was to try to tick off all the boxes that they want us to tick off so that we have access to their video studio.
You know, it's interesting. I mean, when you look at how all this stuff evolved, that we've got lighting, we've got the stuff in, you know, the programs, and we've got all these other things, and now we've got a green screen in our living room.
Yep. Yep, we just have this like one wall in our living room.
I just think it's very interesting. So the chroma key is a thing that really makes a difference. And then when you're on OBS, instead of looking at the green screen being green, you have to make the green go away.
That's right.
So I don't understand that.
Because...
Oh, because then you can just us.
Because once we get the green out, then we can put something else back there.
Okay.